Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chapter 2 for Crab World in Greenfoot. And, as you know, red text means stop. You need to take notes. And green means you need to do what it says. Alright, day 1. Alright, before we get too far into it, I want you guys to know that you need to go into your folder with your name on it. Alright, inside there you need to go into your programming folder. You need to make a folder called Chapter 2. And inside Chapter 2, you need to grab the stuff out of Chapter 2. So what you need to do is go to Chapter 2, and then there's a little crab, drag it over, I already did, and then go inside there, and then double click on this, and then you're going to get this up and running, okay? And let's see what's up next on our agenda. Okay. So exercise, start Greenfoot, open the little crab scenario, compile the scenario, and place a crab in the world. Run the program by clicking the run button. Okay, so compile it, and then add a crab to the world, and then hit run. Okay, and what do you observe? Write that down. This is a note. Write down what you observe, and then why does the crab do nothing? Well, let's see what happens. So answer that question. So look what happens. We're going to hit run, and the crab doesn't do anything. Alright, so your job is to figure out, why is the crab not doing anything when I hit run? Answer that question now. Okay, so we need to make the crab move. The crab does nothing. We need to make the crab move. Open up the crab class definition, okay, and let's take a look at it. So what that means is you come over here, you open up the crab, you double click on this, and then the crab class definition pops up. Okay, let's see. You can take a look and see what's there. There's not much there, okay, and that probably explains some things. Okay, so take some notes here. The standard Java class definition. This is a standard Java class definition. It's basically what we're used to. It defines what the crab can do. It defines what the class can do in general. Alright, so this right here is the class signature. This is basically saying, hey, I'm starting a brand new class of something. Start, end with the brackets. This is so that's a class signature. Right there. This is a method signature. It's saying, hey, here's what I want to do for the act method. You notice you start and end with the brackets, and then this is the method body. This is where stuff goes. Now yours does not have this move method, and so you're going to add that in a little bit. So take a look. Move parentheses semicolon. Remember that. Did you take these notes? It's red. Write down what is a class signature in your own words. What is that? What is a method signature? Write that down in your own words. And what is a method body in your own words? So here's some notes for you to take. Alright, making the crab move. We're going to do exercise 2.2 from the book. Change the act method in your crab class to include the move instruction as shown on the previous slide. So you're going to add that in there. Okay, right now. Okay. Alright, compile the scenario by clicking the compile all button and place a crab into the world. Try clicking on the act and run buttons and see what it does. Okay, what do you observe? And place multiple crabs into the world, run the scenario, and what do you observe? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that myself. So we're going to go here. We're going to go here, and we're going to click enter. We're going to type in move. Okay, so I'm going to add a crab. I run, and it gets to the end of the world, and it doesn't do anything after that. Let's add some new ones. Let's see what they do. So run, and they all get to the end of the world, and they stop. Okay. Alright, so what do you observe? Place multiple crabs. What do you observe? Alright, take a look. Move is called a method call. Okay, you're familiar with this. Okay, it is telling the crab to do something that it knows how to do. Crab already knows how to move, and you're just simply calling on the method. Notice that you have to have, whenever you're telling an object to do something, when you're giving it a command, it always ends in a semicolon. That just basically means, hey, do that, please. How does it know how to move? That's a question. So the crab knows how to move. How does it know how to move? Because if you look over here, you told it to move, but you didn't tell it how to move. So how does it know how to move? Alright, let's teach it how to turn. Okay, so we're going to try this code right here. Type this code in, turn 5, and see what happens there. Try that code out. Okay, so exercise 2004. Replace move with turn 5 in your scenario. Try it out. Also try values other than 5 and see what it looks like. So try different values. And see if you can do this. See if you can make the crab turn left. Try those things out. And then answer these questions on paper. What do the different numbers do? When you change the 5 to like a 23, what's the difference? How did you make the crab turn left? What is the 5 part called? When you have to give additional information to a method, what is that called? And what does a 5 do? Why do you have to put it there? Answer those questions. Alright, multiple instructions are executed in sequence, one after the other, in the order in which they are written. Okay. So, for example, if we did this, public void act move, turn 5, what happens first? Well, the move does. What happens next? The turn 5 does. So write those notes. Alright, use a move and a turn and instruction in your crab's act method, and then try different values for and to see what it does. What does it do? So here's what you're going to do. Okay. Try that and see what it does. And finally, when a class is compiled, the compiler checks to see whether there are any errors. If an error is found, an error message is displayed. Take that note. Okay, remove the semicolon after the move. Alright, so we're going to take a look at this. So we have move. I'm going to do this. Okay, so we're going to compile that. Okay, it has no trouble. Okay, if I get rid of the semicolon and compile it, it gives me an error message. Okay, and I want you to remove the. Alright, experiment with other errors. Mess around with different things and see what other error messages you can come up with. Okay, so at least 5 different error messages, and write down each error message that you introduced. Basically, write down what the error message was and what you did to get it. Alright, here's your day 1 quiz. What is this called? Actually, that arrow should be. That's arrows in the wrong place. Let me move that arrow. Let's try this again. Alright, what is this thing called? What is this thing called? And what is all this? So this whole, everything between here and here, what is all that called? And that's it for day 1. Oh, number 4. What do you call it when you tell a crab to do something it already knows how to do, such as move or turn? What do you call it when a program follows instructions in order one after another? And what do you call the little message at the bottom telling you that you did something wrong? Alright, answer those questions, and then I'm going to quiz you before the period's up.